So the box office, Fantastic Four came out victorious. A little shorter than what the expectations were, because when I was first looking at it, it looked like Fantastic Four was going to hit that $40 million mark. Looks like it hit about $38 million, a little under that 40, which is okay, I suppose. Where did that go now? There we go. I got to put that right there. It's okay, I suppose. I mean, I think we were all hoping, those of us who want to see these movies succeed, I think we're hoping to see a little bit better. But I mean, we're looking at like a 66% drop from its opening weekend, which is pretty terrible. I mean, when you're comparing it to Superman, which came out a couple weeks ago, from its first weekend to its second weekend, and it only saw like a 53-54% drop. What is going on with Marvel? Like, that's kind of scary. Like, that there's something going on with Marvel. And for those of you who want to know, if you are a member of my channel, tonight, immediately after this, I will have a members only stream where I do talk about just that. I will be talking about, should Marvel be scared? Should they be in a panic mode because of what's going on? So I will be talking exclusively about that more in depth. But honestly, I mean, there's some people trying to sit there and say, well, they had a big opening weekend, so 66% isn't that scary of a drop for them. But again, if you compare it to Superman, it's not great. I'm not sitting here saying that it's, the sky is falling for Fantastic Four. It's still going to make decent money when all's said and done. But it's not looking great for them, that's for sure. There's no rewatchability for that film, and I think that's what people are starting to find out, is that maybe this movie, while it's decent, it's enjoyable to a point, you don't need to go back and watch it. There's no reason to go back and watch it. I think that's the problem with it. And then we have Bad Guys 2, The Bad Guys 2, which is an animated movie. Made $22.2 million, which isn't bad. I think the first movie made like $24 million when it came out a couple years ago. So I mean, it's right around what it should be making. Typically, you'd like to see a sequel make a little bit more than the first one. My guess is if it doesn't have legs, this will probably be the last one in the series, but not too bad. The one that I'm a little upset about and shocked about is The Naked Gun, just making $17 million, especially when it had such rave reviews. Is it because people don't care? Is it because people are just like, we don't want comedies? Look, I'm the kind of guy, I want to see comedies in theaters. I want to see these types of comedies again in theaters. Now, I'm sitting here saying that I haven't had a chance to go see this movie. I am going to go see it in theaters. I am going to go support this movie in the theater. This weekend was really busy for me, but when it comes down to it, these are the kind of movies that we need to see again in the theater, because these are fun. These are the type of films that were just a blast. We don't get comedies like this anymore, and it's got rave reviews. It's kind of shocking that it didn't do better than just $17 million. Now, the big thing I want to talk about is Superman, because honestly, it wasn't a big boom at the box office this weekend, but making a decent amount of money. I mean, it was about $13 million, and I mean, it's bringing its domestic total up over $316 million, which now puts it above Batman v Superman. The grand total for the worldwide total was now over $550 million. I have to say, like, this movie has legs. This movie, I think, is going to push further and further. And we now have to ask, what is this movie going to end up making in the box office when all is said and done? All right, because that's the interesting aspect about it. Okay, because look, you have the people that want to say, is it going to make the 670 to beat Man of Steel? Who the hell cares? All I want to know is, what is this movie going to make to excite us fans to say, look, DCU is here. Let's get going. It's made a really solid run its first 3 weeks. a really, really solid run the first 3 weeks. Now, in its fourth week, what's it going to do? It's losing about 45 to 50%. Now you're going to see like 45 to 50% drop each week moving forward. So what does that really mean? Like where can we see this movie ending? Well, if it continues on this pace, we're looking for like a domestic finish around 360 to 380 domestically, which isn't terrible. That's not terrible. That's actually very admirable. I could see it if it's got a little bit more legs. I could see it possibly hitting that 390, but I think we're looking at 360 to 380 is where it's really going to hit, somewhere between there domestically. And then internationally, look, it hasn't been doing great there. I think it's going to finish between 270, 280 internationally, with it dropping like it's been dropping. That would give it a final haul of somewhere between 630 and 660. No, it's not the 670 that people think it needs to hit for Man of Steel. It's not that 700 that I predicted. It's not the 700 that a lot of other people predicted, but it's damn near close to it. And in the current situation that comic book movie genre is in, that Hollywood, the industry, theater industry is in, look, that's nothing to balk at. Like, that is a damn good pull for a comic book movie in 2025 with what's going on. It's profitable. It's showing, look, first off, domestically, that is phenomenal. Secondly, the talk of the town was Superman. It's still Superman right now. People are still loving Superman, still talking about it. You still go on TikTok and you still see people talk about Superman. It's exciting. This is a big win for DC Studios. This is a big win for Warner Brothers. This is showing that, hey, they're moving in the right direction. No, this was never a movie that needed to make a quick billion. This wasn't a movie that needed to make a quick buck. This was a movie to establish a new universe, to establish a new feel for DC and get fans excited. And guess what? It's done just that. So now they need to hope that Peacemaker, Lanterns, and Supergirl continue that trend to move forward into the DC universe. Then they need to establish Wonder Woman and Batman and so on and so forth. So hopefully they're able to do that. Hopefully this is the start they needed, and it continues to push forward that way. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is a great start. Everything that's gone on with the box office this weekend, I said it before. I said, look, when everything was going down with Superman and people were kind of like, oh man, Superman may not hit that 700, 800. I said, look, it may not, but we need to watch Fantastic Four, because Fantastic Four is going to tell us, is it a Superman issue or is it a comic book movie genre issue? Because that has been the issue for the last couple of years, that it's something with the genre. And we're seeing, look, Superman is a good movie. People like Superman. People enjoy it. But the genre is stale. People are sick of the genre. But because it's a good movie, people are still going to it. So I think because people like it, and I think people are starting to realize, look, this isn't the same old comic book movie stuff. You're going to see, as long as it can continue pushing that way, specifically with DC, you're going to see more and more people going and get excited for DC. That's how I see it working out. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this weekend's box office, with how everything went with Fantastic Four, and where you think things are going to go with Superman. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, so let me know in the comments below.